Hi everyone, my name is Gideon Besaidnout and I'm an application engineer for Micrographics. Today we're going to have a look at Autodesk Fusion and how we can utilize the Emboss toolset within Fusion. Now the Emboss feature in Fusion can raise or recess a sketch profile relative to a solid body. You can use the emboss feature to emboss or deboss text or other 2D sketch profiles. That will be all dependent on the type of geometry and what you are looking to achieve at the end of the exercise. Now you can adjust the depth and even adjust the alignment when it comes to the emboss toolset. Now we're just going to have a look at how we can utilize it to our advantage, and I'll just be using a simple model that I'll be drawing and to show you guys how we can utilize the emboss feature. I'm just going to use the line command, and I'll just be drawing a profile over here. I'll add some dimensions on now. I'm just going to use the project just to include one of the axes so that I can get my drawing just in a symmetrical manner. Use the symmetry constraint just to get it nicely aligned and symmetrical. Just using a few constraints here just to get it in a correct manner. And then I'm just going to use the simple extrude. I'm just going to make it a thickness of 80. Now when we look at the Create tab, you'll notice that we do have a feature called Emboss, a toolset that we can utilize in that type of environment. Now this raises or recesses a sketch profile relative to the faces on a solid body. When I look at the Emboss tool, here you can see the sketch profile and the faces that you can select. Now you can see that you'll need a sketch profile to create and utilize an emboss toolset. Now in this instance I don't have anything yet, so I will be creating some text. Now to add some text or 2D geometry, it's quite easy. I'm just going to close the emboss feature, going to go and create a 2D sketch. Let's say for instance on this face over here. Go to the Create tab and you can add text. You can choose between text on a path or just normal text. So you place the first corner and you can draw a nice rectangle to place in your text, and here you can type in your text as a nice example. You can choose if it needs to be normal text or, like I said, text on a specific path. You can choose your font, bold, italic, your height, your character size. Would you like to flip it? Do you want it to be centered? I'm going to choose mine centered, and in this instance I'm going to leave it as simple as possible and just say OK. Going to say finish my sketch, and now you can see it says Micrographics. Going to the Create tab, use the Emboss feature. Now I can select the sketch profile that I would like to emboss on that face. Now here you can see you can bring it outwards. That is the emboss and the deboss, so you can add a specific depth to it. Let's make it nice and big so that you can see the difference. You can also choose if you want to rotate it or leave it as is. You can choose a horizontal distance, vertical distance, and a rotational angle. I'm going to press OK, and now you can see that that has almost engraved onto the part. So the same works with the deboss. The deboss just goes inwards. So to edit it, you can go into your timeline and double click on the emboss and choose to deboss it, and that would create a new update, and it would nicely engrave or stamp or deboss it inside into your part. You can also go and create a round cylinder. As an example, I'm just going to create a normal cylinder primitive shape. Let's say 100 mils is fine. I'm going to extrude this no specific distance. Going to construct a tangent plane. Select that face, that's fine. Go and create a 2D sketch. Just going to rotate it a little bit. Press P just to project in that specific part. Going to add text. Again, just going to type in Micrographics. Going to say finish sketch, and now I can go and utilize the emboss feature. Going to choose the text, choose the face, and now you can see that you can emboss it, you can still deboss it, you can rotate it if you'd like, and you'll see that it would follow that cylinder, round cylinder. I'm just going to add a little bit more material to it. So OK, and now you can see how you can easily use the emboss feature, especially for text. You can also create other 2D geometry that you'd like to emboss. So to use another example, I'm going to go and create another tangent plane as an example. I'm just going to rotate it in the opposite direction. I'm going to create a 2D geometry. I'm just going to use a spline just to create a nice shape, so that you can see that you can also create sketch geometry using the emboss. Again, I can select the sketch profile, I can select the face, and I can choose to deboss in this instance and say OK, and now I've got a nice deboss feature on my round cylinder. So it's not just text that you can do, you can also utilize 2D sketch geometry. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more content.